there, my friends. This is Norwegianlass, and I'm looking kind of rough with my hair, but I'm sorry about that. But okay, so I'm back with some Amberlin content. I have been watching like passively for a while, and yeah, I have something to say, and I have like a different angle on things. I'm not going to be reacting to this video. I'm just going to use it for like pictures or whatever, and then I'm going to discuss because Amberlin has been threatening a lot of channels out there with striking, and even though a reaction is considered transformative and I haven't been using, like, I think I've used her videos a couple of times, but I have been using other channels as content, and it's like I don't think they're likely to strike me, but I want to do it this way either way so that she can't really take me down. Like, I'm not monetized, but I recently got like community posts and I was like, what? Where did that come from? I haven't posted in a while, but anyway. This is the rise and fall of Amberlin Reid doing the keto/low carb diet. And this is a discussion on some points that she makes in this video. So I will link everything, like every source down below, because I've actually made like a script here, so I'm trying something new. She starts off by saying like, or the point I'm going to point out first is that she says she's not going to specialists for them to tell her something that will potentially save, like, she do this and it will potentially save your life. And then she says she's gonna do that. She's going to change. Like, she's not gonna hear them say it and then not do it. But in reality, that's all you've been doing. Like, you got uterine cancer. You had to lose weight because of that, so you could potentially fit in like MRI machines or CT scanners. And the first meal you had was like 10 deep fried chicken wings. Like, there is a clear pattern here. It's what you tend to do. It's all over the internet. It's well documented that you are like a serial dieter. You start something, then you fail, and that is like you have potential health crisis, and then you don't do enough about it. You're still at 500 pounds and still have a lot of health risks. So she keeps saying when you do keto or low carb, that you should do this and that. But what are you really doing? Because keto and low carb are two different diets. And I found these quotes from healthline.com. Now, I'm not really familiar with a lot of like American sites and their like credibility. But here is what healthline.com says. A low carb diet restricts carbs such as grains, rice, and starchy vegetables to 10 to 30% of your overall calorie intake, which may lead to weight loss. You should consider the diet's pros and cons before starting it. And then keto, this is what healthline.com says about keto. The keto diet restricts carbs to 50 grams or fewer per day. This puts your body in a state of nutritional ketosis, which promotes the use of fat as a primary fuel source. And also, the diet's pros and cons should be considered before starting it. So I want to look at her first meals, like, where is it? Yeah, here's the first meal. So I thought that like everything she showed that is showed in this video was incredibly boring looking. Like, we have cucumbers. Sorry, I'm not gonna point at the screen, obviously you can't see it, but I'm gonna use my mouse here. We have cucumbers, we have some eggs with cheese, and we have this dry looking bacon. And I mean, it's not the most boring looking, but yeah, I don't even know if any of these meals are even considered keto or low carb. I do not know. I'm just looking at the food here. Does it look good? I'm going to get to that point, but yeah, the chicken and onion and zucchini plus some seasoning. There's potentially soy sauce in this, and that is like high in sodium. That is something she has been talking about, and she will be talking about it later in the video that I'm discussing, that she's concerned about sodium. And why do, like, I'm getting to it. This taco salad though, this looks kind of good, I will admit. Like, it has a lot of color, looks interesting, and it's something that I would eat too. Like, we had salad with our meal like the other day, so it's good. And then there is this pieces of steak. Like, why would you eat this? Like, she says she's craving protein, right? But this does not look good from my perspective. Like, hello. We have let's see, we have another stir fry with soy sauce, sriracha. Yeah, this stuff. Okay, not the worst, but it looks kind of boring. Okay, so she doesn't really show it that good, but we have this steak salad. She has all the steak on the side, but this salad here has like a lake of dressing on it. Like, that cannot be good. Like, what are you doing here? And plus, I see that she is using her frying pan a lot. Like, may I suggest like an air fryer, or like even baking stuff in the oven, so that you could potentially reduce some of the bad fat that you're getting into your diet. Like, I don't know what you're using to cook, but anyway. My point is, eating this stuff that looks really boring, and she's using a lot of the same seasonings. Like, you will get tired of it and you will lose motivation. Like, who wants to eat this stuff in their day-to-day life? Like, honestly, who wants to eat that? And I got this is from a Norwegian site though. Okay, so you can see everything that I've been googling here, but like D&D stuff and amigurumi. So this is a Norwegian site, and you see, this is keto-friendly recipes. It says this is fat, protein, and carbs. This is like what you should have in a, like, this one is what you should eat in a keto diet. But here we have cauliflower pizza with chicken. Very colorful. Looks like they got some pesto over there. That is an amazing form of, like, it's you know what pesto is, right? It's like a sauce and it has amazing flavor. Keto bowl with salmon and greens. This looks really good too. Stuffed like bell peppers with steak and cheddar. You even have keto pancakes with raspberry, like, it says like foam. What's it called? Cream? Like whipped cream. Yeah, whipped cream. And fried avocados with eggs. Keto shrimp cocktail, like she loves shrimp. Oven baked salmon. keto-friendly broccoli bread, egg muffins, keto wraps, and just like pasta with vegetables, spinach pesto, and oven baked salmon. Like, does this not look like so much better? I don't know how much research she has done in this diet, but it seems like she hasn't done a lot of research, which it brings me to the next point. She mentions that she was asked about so-called keto farts, and she says she doesn't know about it. Like, did she even do research on this diet like she has done with, for example, the MLM, like what Octavia? She said she did so much research because she was motivated to do it, but she didn't really want to do this, so she didn't even do enough research. Like, so we have this is what I found with one Google search of keto farts, and this is a quote from ketologic.com. Watch out for keto farts. Switching to a high-fat diet can cause some gastrointestinal issues for some people. So she may, I don't know if this is keto, as I said, but she may not have experienced that because she obviously eats too much of something anyway. Like, it's probably fat and carbohydrates. She's not 500 pounds because she ate like healthy fats or a healthy diet, so she probably is used to all of the fat. So I don't know, I'm not an expert, so this is just yeah, this is pure speculation from my part, but this can be in the form of both extremes, diarrhea and constipation. This is usually temporary and will resolve itself when the body adjusts to consuming higher amounts of fat. So that is what Ketologic says. She then goes on to say that she is having spam and cauliflower fried rice. This is so yellow and bland and boring looking, and spam is of type, like, from my understanding, like, I've never had anything of the sort. We probably have it in Norway, but I don't know about it. Spam is processed canned meat with like, which according to nutritionadvance.com, it contains 10 grams of saturated fats per 100 grams. And she was talking about this ice cream that had the Rebel ice cream that has like 11 grams of saturated fat according to Google, though. So why is she not afraid of the spam? Why, like like, it's good that she realized that the ice cream probably wasn't the healthiest thing. We don't know how she ate it. Like, did she binge it, or did she like portion it out? Like, that's a normal thing to do. Like, we don't know. But she was talking about how, like, she wasn't going to do the ice cream anymore because of the saturated fat. And she has shown us on multiple occasions that she uses spam and it has 1 gram less saturated fat per 100 grams. I don't know how much per 100 grams of that ice cream, though, because we don't have that in Norway, and I don't know, I've never heard of it. And when it comes to that ice cream, she bought 5 of them because she wanted to taste all the flavors and probably find her favorite. But what I do, like, personal example, what I do when I see a new type of ice cream, like, I do love my ice cream. I don't have the privilege to buy 5 tubs of it at once and try all of them. Would I do it if I had the resources to? No, because I struggle with disordered eating too, and I choose not to buy large quantities of junk food because I know I would probably binge on it, and I'm trying not to do that. And I would never have 5 boxes of ice cream at once. Like, we rarely have ice cream in the beginning, like, to begin with, I mean. And when we do, it's a treat for us. We don't eat 5 tubs of it. We have, like, one of the, like, Ben and Jerry's, and we probably, like, share one together. So it's considered, like in our minds, it's considered like we do this one time every now and then. So it's not something that could be compared to buying 5 tubs of ice cream. And then, yeah, here's the Rebel ice cream that she tastes, and she likes it, and you know. But here she goes on to talk about what she's feeling. She's kind of planting the seeds of, like, now I'm gonna quit. So she's like preparing us for her quitting. And she says, it feels nice to make your own meals, and that for normal people, that is like the bare minimum. But I do get it, so you should hold on to that feeling. It's a positive feeling that will help you in the long run if you keep it. Like, I do know what it feels like to not being able to do what everyone else considers the bare minimum, you know? Personal example, I struggle with keeping up with house chores because I have what it's called, like, executive dysfunction, which means that I struggle with basic stuff. I do not give up on trying to get it done, though. You have to, like, she says she's running low on her energy bar. And that's not when you give up. You don't give up, because this is your life we're talking about. Don't give up. You ask for help. You have Feline there. That's what she goes by now. And that's when you ask your friends and family for support, so that you will be able to do these tasks. Even though you're low on energy, they will help you, lift you up, so that you can do this on your own again. That is how you make progress. Then she also goes on to say that she is eating more sodium than usual, and I don't like I don't not believe her. She's been like eating pork rinds and soy sauce and Spam, and that is like, yeah, probably a lot of sodium in it. But girl, if you're worried about your sodium intake, read nutritional labels. That is what you do if you're worried about, like, some nutritional value, like, that you shouldn't be having as much of. So yeah, use nutritional value labels. They are a big help for finding out what it contains, and then you can make an informed decision of whether or not you're going to put it in your mouth. And then she says that she has two different professionals that are telling her two completely different things. Like, we don't get the whole picture, so obviously I don't know what she is telling her doctor or what her doctor is telling her. But Amberlynn, have you ever considered booking a meeting with all of your professionals that are helping you, setting up some sort of, like, what's it called in English? Cooperation between the doctors, because all of your different, like, at least here in Norway, and I know that Quirky Alert in her video that I'm going to discuss next, she says that even her dentist knows which medication she's on. Like, there should be some, like, you should surround yourself with a support system of professionals that cooperate between themselves to find out how to best help you. If you do not tell your general practitioner about what your lipedema or what's called lymphedema, lymphedema specialist, like if you don't tell both of them what the other one has said, how can they possibly help you the best way? Like if they say contradictory things, then maybe it's time to set up a meeting with everyone so they can figure out how to best help you. She says she has 3 specialists saying different things. So yeah, here is my advice to Amberlynn. This is a thing that I haven't heard of her trying. So we have the Kentucky State University. They have this nutrition course. Nutrition education. Like in Norway, we have similar things that we call just lifestyle changing course. The Kentucky State University has a program which focuses on healthy eating and cooking habits and exercise for families. I will link this below, but you can Google it. And Amberlynn says she knows nutrition, but I do not believe it. You're not 500 pounds if you know what's in your food. Like, you have chosen to eat the wrong things, and this course will help you to realize what's really in your food. Like it says here, in addition to proper eating habits and cooking habits, it is important for families to get moving. These people will help you figure out some exercise that is doable for you. And she has recently said she wants to move more, and that is good. So I do not know what criteria you need to get into this program. This is just an idea. You could probably find courses that do not need some sort of degree to get into, but I figured this is meant for families, and this is introduce basic nutrition to lower income families and children. So I figured that this, and she has said that she has a 3.9 GPA, which in my understanding is very high. I don't really know what it is, but she says she has this college or this some sort of educational basis that is very good. So she could probably look into this or find something that is suitable for her, If I hear anything about her not being able to exercise, let me remind you, she has told us many times that she can do everything for herself. She says she does everything that a normal person does. She has all her limbs, and they will probably, if she tries a course like this, they will probably give her exercises that are doable for her. They will not put her on the hardest exercising routine. They even Tammy Slayton on 1,000 Pound Sisters was able to do some exercise. She was sitting in her chair, and the PT says, okay, then stand up and sit down again. As long as there is movement and a higher pulse, it is considered exercise. So if this movement makes your heart race, then it is exercise. So it doesn't even have to be bench press and deadlift and treadmill, or I don't know, that's what I like to do, but I have it's not what's it called? Like, I'm more able to do those types of exercises than Amberlynn is, because she has a bigger mass, you know, and she could probably, like, if she wants to do that, she could work towards that goal, you know. Start small, make it doable, you know. So that is an actual advice to Amberlynn. So we have this video. This is quirky alert. This is worse than I thought. Quitting keto, Ozempic, and therapy. She says that keto is high fat. Like, girl, what type of fat have you been eating? Like, have you looked into that? Because there is a difference between, like, I don't know the proper terms in English, but there is a difference between fat from an avocado and frying fat, you know. And also, she has been saying this whole lipedema thing. She's been going on about everything working against her, like lipedema. I can reiterate, sorry, that is a new word for me. I can reiterate her own point/excuse. Skinny people get lipedema too. Like, you simply do not get to 500 pounds because of lipedema alone. Like, you've been doing something wrong, and you need to take steps towards rectifying those mistakes, you know. And she also says that she has a lot to unpack in therapy in this video. And I wanted to comment on that. She says she has 31 years of hell. Like, same girl, I'm 26 now. And I feel like my life has been a struggle with my, with getting proper help. And also, like, I've been medicated for 10 plus years, and I was refused in the system like 4 or 5 times when I needed help the most, and I had to like do something drastic, and now I'm potentially getting something life-changing help, like, and you know, that is like, we have to take responsibility for our own health. That is what we have to do. Your trauma is not your fault. You have to learn to accept that you have it, and you have, like, it's really unfair that you like traumatized people in general have to use their best years to essentially reprogram your brain, because you're like, when you're a child, you are most, like, your brain is in development, but when you are like the most impressionable, you get trauma, and your brain gets like, it develops all of these ways of thinking that are potentially harmful. And like, as I said, I have some diagnosis myself that I struggle with, as you all know, but I take responsibility for it. I go to therapy, and I pick up on harmful impulses in my brain, because sometimes I even get like potential harmful impulses, and then I have to talk myself down from it. And it's fucking hard to resist the things that you feel are helping. Like, you are potentially feeling that food, you're saying you turn to food, you're saying that it helps because you're like, it's emotional, you know. But when you eat a whole pack of Chips Ahoy, then it's become harmful, because this is a pattern of yours. You do this all the time, you binge, and that is harmful, and you need to find that impulse and just stop it. Like, you need to stop it and reach out for support. That is why you need a proper support system from your professionals around you. Have them talk together so they can help you the best way they can. This is where she is asking for actual advice. Like, I was watching this to make the discussion, you know, and she was actually asking for advice here. And yeah, see the advice that I already gave. Like, you could probably try going on a lifestyle changing course, you know, to get all the information that you need to help you, and then put together a team of professionals so that you have a proper support system around you when your potentially harmful impulses appear. And also, I think you should learn to knit or crochet, because that is a wonderful hobby and it has helped me through a lot, and it could help with your excoriation, it could help with possible ADHD, you know? That is what it's like. It's really meditative. So I love knitting and crocheting, and I suggest that as a potential hobby for Amberlynn. So I did not watch this whole video because of my brain is just turning to mush. But I would also like her to address the whole TikTok that she made in a better way than she already has. Nobody believes that she actually that was an actual relapse. Like, of course we will never know for sure, but it seems incredibly fake, and it seems that it was done for attention and not awareness. Like, if it was for awareness, you would talk about it, perhaps not sit down, hit record on your phone and film yourself like relapsing into your addiction, because that is like essentially what it is. Like, you are at this point, you're battling everything but your addiction. Like, you are going after reaction channels, you are going after you're saying that your doctors are not telling you the right things. Like, it seems like it's coming off as you're battling everything but your addiction at this point. Maybe you should like change your focus. Don't give attention to things that are not worthy of your attention, because at this point, everything, like, the only thing that needs your full attention is your health and recovery, and you're posting it online for clicks and views. You are monetizing your addiction, you are monetizing your, like, do you see what I mean? Like, of course this is your job, but you are going about it at the wrong angle at this point, and you should completely change your, like, you shouldn't do anything, but my advice to you, I strongly advise you to change your focus. Like, change it to your health. This is your job now. Like, get better. Like, personal example, I am not working at this point in my life. I have 2 degrees. I would love to be in the workforce. Is that what you're calling it? I don't know. I would love for that to happen, but my job right now is to get better. I'm on like this program, I'm going to therapy, you know, I'm getting better, and then potentially when my symptoms are better, I can get back to work, you know. And also, even on YouTube, I gained some following, and it was amazing. I loved it, but I saw that YouTube was kinda it kind of got to a toxic point for me. And you have said yourself that YouTube or like Hater Nation or whatever are poisoning your life. It's toxic. You're so passionate about your job, but it's toxic for you. I love making videos. Like, I just do it for fun. I'm not monetized, obviously. But when I started gaining a following and I saw that this is too much for me to handle at this point, I took a step back. Because work should not come above your mental health. Like, seriously. You should be taking care of yourself before you can like do like whatever else. You could possibly apply for disability. You would have to change your spending habits, but there are so many possibilities here for you to get better. And then you could come back to YouTube and be like, so this is my new life, this is what I did, like, and be the success story that you want to be. Like, I could go on about this forever because I'm passionate about mental health and taking responsibility for your own health. So yeah, I'm going to end this because I have tacos waiting for me, or like we're gonna make them. I don't know how far he's gotten into the like cooking, but anyway, I'm gonna eat something. And also, I want to end this video by saying that obviously I am not a professional, I'm not an expert, but I have a great deal of experience with, you know, like mental health and even disordered eating, because I struggle with that myself. So take it from that point of view, okay? If I have said anything that is wrong, please tell me so that I can correct it, because I am not intentionally here to spread misinformation, you know? And also, please like, subscribe, comment, all of that good shit, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.